Okay, are we live now? Hopefully, I tried to go live, but it wouldn't connect. It kept disconnecting on me. And so I just restarted completely brand new stream, cancel that last one. And so as you could see in my truck, I've got lights on, interior lights on, so that you can actually see me. Until we get some viewers in here, we're just going to switch this camera over to let you see what I see. This is why I have interior lights on, because it is dark, it is rainy. And what you're seeing there is what I'm seeing. So let me just get on the freeway here. I'll switch the camera around. Looks like got a couple people just jumped in. There we go. Oh, I'm dark silhouetted here. I'll turn the light, another light on. You know, normally when I'm driving in the dark or at night with the family, the daughter's in the back and she wants to throw that light on for whatever reason. I was like yelling at her like, no, turn it off. But here I am with my interior lights on driving, but we haven't done a live in a while. Thought I would do this and got a little bit of an update, which I'll probably repeat myself a few times, so I may as well just start off right off the bat. So main reason I'm coming on just to tell you guys, I've had that giveaway video out for a little bit now. And it was unknown when I was ending it, because it was really dependent on me editing videos and having time to edit videos, because the answer to that video is in my Moparty video, because that's when the whole tech issue thing happened. Merry Christmas, Hard Rock, Vermont. How you doing? So yeah, now I'm way late. Like, Moparty happened over 3 months ago. And that's the story of my life with these videos and YouTube. It is not my day job by far. So it's taking me a long time to get that Moparty video is gonna, I think it's good. Not the best ending, but I think it'll be a pretty good video. But obviously, most interesting part is going to be the whole tech thing. Yeah, so Moparty is the next racing vid. That has all the races in it. But anyway, I am going to release that video. My plan is tomorrow evening to release the Moparty video, and as of right now, I'm planning on doing a live premiere. So that is where, for if you don't know, when someone live premieres a YouTube video, it means we all watch it together, and I will be in the chat and to chat with you guys, like the same live chat that you have right now while I'm live, while we're all watching the video together. So if you have comments or whatever while it's going on, I'll be in there. So I don't know the time yet. I'm thinking it's probably gonna be around 6 o'clock Central, 5 or 6 Central, maybe 7 Central. So somewhere between 5 to 7 p.m. Central is when I'm gonna release that video tomorrow. I have a couple last edits I need to do to it. Basically, I just need to add my time slips into it, because I like to make sure you guys can see the time slips for every run. But that's the only editing I have left to do, and then as soon as I get that done and uploaded, I will announce, or it'll be scheduled, so you'll see the thumbnail pop up with a counter for when I'm going to go live with it. So again, between 5 and 7 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. So if you are watching and you have not entered the giveaway contest, that video is not my last one. It was 2 videos ago, something like that, or 3 if you count a short live I did. So right now, that giveaway contest, you're basically guessing what the tech issue was that I got pulled to the side for, and along with my race weight, kind of as a tiebreaker. I'm not going to say if anyone got it or didn't get it. I will say there are some answers that might be slightly vague. So we may come and do another live after the video is released to kind of discuss who wins this. I may need your guys' help in deciding, because I was really looking for an exacting, but then as I was watching editing my video, I realized there's a couple answers that work with what the issue was. Doesn't necessarily mean the fix I plan on doing is what it is. Let's see, some chat popped up here. Live chat. Oh, about removing scratches on the Challenger hood. Yeah, I hope it might help a little bit. I mean, I spent many years in body shops. So I used to be an auto damage adjuster, and then also working on the body shop, so I did both. But yeah, that was we constantly, like, pretty much anytime we delivered a vehicle after repairs were done, every single estimator would have a bottle of rubbing compound and a towel, a rag on their desk at all times. And you always had it in your pocket too anytime you deliver a vehicle, because there's always something that people are like, that one there, that wasn't there, or that scratch wasn't there. And most of the time they were superficial. Most of the time they were just not even through the clear. They were really more just scuffs and scratches. So it was, yeah, that rubbing compound takes out a lot more than you think it would. And there's a lot more, like, a lot of scratches aren't as bad as a lot of people think. But yeah, once it's through the paint, then yeah, that's where it's like touch-up works. And sometimes we would do touch-up for people who would get paint, but we told them up front, like, you're still gonna see the ding, the scratch, whatever. Especially if you already know it's there. You're gonna see it, you're gonna know it, but it at least makes it less obvious, especially to someone that's not looking for it. But yeah, that is what it is. Anyway, long drawn out answer to that whole thing, I guess. Let's see, we had another chat come in. No, not that. Oh, one of your friends recommended a wrap. Well, that is one option, yeah. If they're expensive, not bad. If you just do I know a bunch of people have wrapped just the hood alone, and I honestly have no idea how expensive that is. I know a whole car is expensive. I've never been interested in doing a wrap, so I've never really looked up the price. But that is one way to cover up a scratch, as long as it's not a deep scratch. I feel some defects will still show through the vinyl a little bit, but yeah. Or, I mean, other option, if the scratches are really, really bad, if there's a lot of bad scratches, you just paint the whole hood black. Then you don't have to worry about it matching to your color. Black hood anyway, so that is one option, and usually, might be a little cheaper than trying to color match to whatever color vehicle you have. Really, Honda? Really? Scratch. Did we reconnect here? It must be this weather. So that's what I'm seeing here. It's really not too seeing here. It's really not too bad, but it's rainy, which clearly means it's cloudy. I don't know if that's why my connection is a little bit bad. And it's blurry. The camera looks like it's not actually, it looks like it's focusing on my windshield. There we go. Focus on the road. In case you're wondering where I am in north of Dallas, kind of northern suburbs, Highway 121. Yeah, kind of like Carrollton, Frisco, Plano. If you're from around here, you may know that area. Anyway, you probably don't want to see that, so I don't know if you want to see me either. So what else we got going on? Racing videos. Besides the Mo Party one that's 3 months late, that's coming out tomorrow. I've got no other races that I've done that you guys don't know about, and I don't have any coming up right now. Well, I do kind of have next month, January 15th, 13th, 14th, 15th, mid-January. I have the Legion of Demons race. That's the race where last year I broke my 10-second quarter mile. Difference being this year it is here outside of Dallas instead of Houston, because Houston is no more. That's going to be a fun race, going to be an interesting race. Now, that race, I can do videos of myself exactly like I did last year, but I am not allowed, and people are not allowed to take videos of other people. And I know that they're going to be really strict about that this year, because there's going to be at least 7 or 8 Demon 170s at this race. And I know the reason they made this rule about not recording and videoing people out there is they started strictly for Demon owners, and obviously you know all that issue that stuff went on about people with Demons not being able to hit the 965 time Dodge said. And I guess some people made some content that was not very nice. I don't know what the word for it is. So since then they've kind of made a rule like, hey, no recording, you can't put this video unless it's for yourself or if you get specific permission by the person. So yeah, and being that with all the stuff going on about the Demon 170s right now, I'm sure they're going to be strict about that. And like I said, there's supposed to be, I think last count 7, and there were several people that wanted to go with Demon 170s, but they're just waiting for the car to get delivered. And I do know one of the cars that has already run an 8-second quarter mile out of California, he's going to be there. Actually, I'm going to see if he'll let me maybe do a video on his car. Maybe. I don't know. I'll see. I will try. If I can, if someone will let me, I will definitely do that. You're a 392. 392 Club. Hey, I love the 392 Club is where it's at, for me at least, too. So it is kind of funny going to the Legion of Demons race, especially now with these 170s that are going to be there. I am one of the slowest cars there. Last year, I think there was maybe 2 cars slower than me, which is saying some, considering that was where I broke a 10-second quarter mile. But it's fun. I mean, obviously, you know, stock tune, naturally aspirated, and all that good stuff. But they don't care. They're all really cool about that. Caught a bit of that. Yeah, I know Racer X has one. I haven't followed along OC Motivator in a long time. Seems like an alright guy, but I had my issues. I took offense to some things, so I kind of haven't really watched OC Motivator in a long time. And haven't really watched too much Racer X, but I know Boostain, because I am still technically Team Boostain, I think, on the, all that, but I know Boostain is now supplying all the Pure E85 to both Racer X and Demonology. Because I know Demonology is, I don't know if he has his, I think he's got his D170. I'm not sure if he's got his D170 yet or not. But I know Boostain is supplying E85 to both of those guys. And like I said, I'm over it now at this point. My time has passed. Even if I was willing to pay the insane markup, because there's a lot of them for sale right now. On Facebook, there's a couple groups, and there's one for selling stuff. And there's a lot of Demon 170s for sale, but it's all dealers just trying to get that $100,000, $125,000, whatever markup. And I'm not willing to do that. And even if I was, nobody has the car I want, because the car I wanted was a no-option single-seater, and all the ones that dealers sell. Then you got people arguing, oh, you're not stock anymore because the car came with the seats. And it's like, you justify it with the whole wall. The base trim comes with only one seat, but people don't look at it like that. They look at it like how it came from the factory and rolled off the truck. So, plus I would take all seats off anyway, so why would I want to pay for them? So yeah, Demon 170 is over for me. But it's still going to be cool to see them. Yeah, pretty much all the ones out there now are being marked up. The only ones that were sold at MSRP are the deals that I should have had. The deals where people are longtime customers of dealerships, at dealerships that don't do ADM, they don't do markups, and they took care of their customers. Those are the ones that got them from MSRP, but that, those are long and gone. That was before, ordering was closed on it. They got all theirs. Or I know Racer X, I don't know the deal he got with his. I know he didn't pay over MSRP. Or at least if he did, that would make him a hypocrite, because he said over and over again he would never pay MSRP, additional dealer markup. And I know in the beginning he said he wasn't going to get D170 because he couldn't find anyone that wouldn't do dealer markup. And then, lo and behold, some dealership got a hold of him, or Dodge, or I don't know what he worked out, but he worked something out with, sorry, my blinker don't work, I gotta change lanes here. He worked something out with some dealer to get an MSRP without having that long-standing relationship that I did with my dealer. That the general manager flat out said they wouldn't do markup, but then owners changed, new owners bought it, they weren't honoring that system anymore. So I got screwed. Anyway, I don't even want to talk about that anymore. D. Mason said he said he wanted me to get one? Yeah. Yeah, it's... Alright, I guess I'm not done talking about it, but I just think, like, if Dent and Dodge held their side of the agreement, didn't change owners, because I'd been a customer with them for over a decade. Yeah, I would have, well, first of all, first thing I would have done, I would have tried to hit that 8-cent quarter mile without any weight reduction whatsoever. I would have had to wait for that. So the guy in California, he has done a little bit of weight reduction already and hit 8s, and he's taking crap for it, which I think is stupid, but is what it is. But definitely next month. Weather's usually good in Dallas in January, and I think I would have been able to hit it next month. And then, of course, you know me. D170, $100,000 car, I would have absolutely still pulled the headliner, trim panels, carpet, anything I could pull out. I would have done the same 170, and I think I would have had a great shot of having the fastest untuned Demon 170 if I had the opportunity, but it's gone. So we're on to the next thing. We'll see what Dodge comes out with next. Obviously nothing Hemi, nothing V8 related, that's done. I mean, people hate electric stuff. I'd like to just try one. Not saying everybody goes out there. I don't want to get into an argument over it. But I would like to just try one. So, who knows? Maybe I get a Banshee. There won't be a whole bunch of big... Well, I got a new dealership, so hopefully whatever new good vehicles come out, hopefully I'm at a new ship that'll take care of me. So I found a new one. They're called Brinson, southeast of Dallas. I just bought a brand new car from them, which I got a video coming out within the next few weeks of that car. It's actually for my wife. It's not my car, so nothing crazy, but it's a popular car. But they don't do any markups, so they've never marked up any Hellcats, nothing, even when everyone else was. And they've also told me, I've spoken to the general manager, sorry, that's my radar detector, and they said they did not add markup and gouge the Demon 170, but they only got one because they are small dealerships, so they only got one allocation, and they took care of their, apparently they had a long-time loyal customer and they took care of them, which is the way it should be. So that's what I'm dealing with now. And looking at possibly getting because I need to replace this truck pretty soon, so I might be getting a 25 Ram with the inline Hurricane 6, the twin turbo 6-cylinder. Good chance I'm going to get that, because this truck is now 134,000 miles, and it's just time for an upgrade. and it'd be a good thing to have for the channel too, especially one of my best videos or best performing videos is the towing videos, especially for my RV. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people interested in that aspect with the new twin turbo 6-cylinder. So probably that's going to be coming up this next year too. And then we'll see where we go from there. Sorry if I get inattentive at times because I am driving. No, you stay in your lane, dude. You try and cut me off. You ain't cutting me off. Sure, people in Dallas, people don't all drive in rain anywhere, but here in Dallas, it's really bad. Let's see anything else come through. All right, so, oh yeah, so races. Legion of Demons, I'll be doing that next month. And then after that, I don't have anything planned till March. And I am going to do the Modern Street Hemi Shootout Reconnect. I'm like driving through Frisco, Texas. If you don't know where Frisco, Texas is, it's north of Dallas. It's where the Cowboys are headquartered. It's where the Stars are headquartered. So I don't know why my phone is having trouble connecting in Frisco. Oh, you would attend the Legion of Demons? Well, there are people come from all, like I know one guy's from California. Sipples come out here for this, and they're from North Carolina. I know there's a guy from Georgia, I think, comes out here. Definitely Michigan. So there's people who drive from all over. But Legion of Demons is not cheap, but you get 3 days and so many runs, and I think they limit it to 75 cars, something like that, which makes it nice. I think last year they said the car that had the most runs throughout the whole weekend got like 69 runs or something. It was insane. I got, what I get, like 10, 14, 18. I think I got like 18, but I left early on Sunday, and I took long breaks between runs, especially because I was trying to get good cool down periods. So yeah, it's definitely worth the money. And I'm actually going to stay at the track. What I'm going to do, because it is kind of local, the track is 80 miles away from me. So what I'm going to do, instead of driving home every night and instead of renting a hotel, I'm just going to drag my RV down there. I'm going to take my RV down there, then just drive my truck back up, hop in my car, and I'm going to drive the car down there. And I'll just have all the tools and tires and wheels and everything already at the track. I'll load up the truck when I tow the RV down there. And I'm just going to stay at the track in my RV the whole weekend. And we'll see. I may do, there's some testing I'm going to do. So one of the things I'm going to do at Legion of Demons, I've been meaning for a long time to pull my entire stock catback exhaust off to see how that would affect things, because I'll talk about that when I do that video. So I'm going to spend one day where I do runs with my full stock exhaust as is, let it cool down, and just drop the whole cat back, just take it 100% off, and then do some more runs and see if it affects anything at all. I don't think it should, but there's reports that it will, so that's why I want to do that testing. They do their own little bracket race that I will join, which I won last year, so hopefully I can win it again this year, which would help pay for the price of admission, that's for sure. I saw a check come through, but I need to get through. Okay. So I gotta try and be safe, because, wait, where'd it go? Yes, I am still running the Hoosiers. And I think, yeah, the Hoosiers is what I swapped to the Hoosiers when I hit my 10-second quarter mile last year. I didn't do as much racing as I wanted to this year, so they still have tons of life left. And I do like them a lot better than the ET Street R's. They're just as sticky. They did seem to take a little bit more braking in. Like, it seems like it took a little bit for them to really get sticky. But once I got them worked in, they're good now. But mainly they're lighter. They were I mean fresh tire with all the rubber on them. The Hoosiers were 8 pounds lighter each. And I'm still in the process of logging, going back through all my runs and making a little chart with every run I've made. But overall, it seems like all my highest trap speeds have been since I put the Hoosiers on. It just seems like I'm trapping faster because of that lighter weight in those rear wheels, rear tires. So, and I still plan on I still have the old ET Street R's. I haven't got rid of them because I've been meaning, again, to do a kind of like a comparison vid. And I want to add up all the runs I have on the Mickeys and show them side by side and talk about them. But as everything else, I'm so far behind on this YouTube thing. It's ridiculous. But yeah, so I still have the Hoosiers. And then going back to Orlando, it works out. And the reason I'm going to be is because the timing worked out perfect. So the Hemi Shootout race in March is actually the same weekend, which is the first weekend of spring break for my daughter, which also works out for spring break for my wife. And since that is in Orlando, well, that's vacation capital of the world, just about. We're turning it into a 1-week family vacation. So what I'm going to do is I am going to tow my car out to the race all weekend. Wife and daughter are going to fly in, and then I'm just going to spend the weekend in Orlando. Hey, what's going on, Ronald? So it works out perfect. So it's like I make them happy and I'm happy. I get to race, and I honestly miss the Hemi Shootout. Like, it was a lot of fun. Everybody was really cool. It was just awesome. And especially, going through that 2022 and winning it and getting to know everybody, seeing them all post about it last year, not being able to go, kind of sucked. I hated reading about it. So, and then I can't speak. I am planning to do Detroit in August again. That is my plan. Last year I had to cancel. This year I don't plan on it if I can help it. But if we do more Hemi Shootout races, that's going to depend on Orlando. If I do good in Orlando, then I will try to make Rockingham, Cecil, and then Maryland's at the last one. Orlando goes good, and I have a shot at being in a points chase. I'm going to do more Hemi Shootout races, but radar detector. So yeah, those are my next 2 races. All right, so we got 5 people in here. I want to go back to the whole giveaway thing for those that missed it. So if you haven't entered my giveaway contest yet, go in my videos. It was 2 videos ago, I want to say 2 or 3. It depends if you count the small live thing I did. In that video, I talk about Holley Mopar, and they called me out for being non-compliant for some reason for my car. When it happened, I decided this would be a perfect giveaway contest, is have people guess what the non-compliant issue is. And I happen to have a Billet Technology water neck available that if you see my previous or most recent vid is one of my 180-degree thermostat, I got the Billet Tech water neck to see if maybe it was lighter weight. I know it's stupid. It would only say maybe an ounce or 2, but you know me, I did all that up. Turns out the Billet water neck is heavier than a stock one, so I was like, well, I'm not going to use this. I'm just going to give it away. So yeah, check out that video if you haven't already. And to enter, all you got to do is make your guess what you think on the car is non-compliant. In that video, I do a full walk around of the car, show you everything that a tech would lay their eyes on. And then all I ask is comment with your guess on what the issue was. And second, what my full race weight of the car was. The race weight meaning with me in the car and everything. That's more to be used as a tiebreaker. And I'm not going to talk about if anyone got the right guess or not, because that would give anyone that hasn't tried or anyone else an advantage. You can go in and change your comment if I told you one or the other. So when I made that video, I didn't know when I was going to end it, because the answer would be revealed in my Moparty video, where I completely show the whole interaction that I had with tech. Like, I don't I didn't edit anything out except for when the tech guy threw the F-bomb in there because, you know, I don't want any YouTube ad issues for F-bombs in my videos. So I muted that part out. But other than that, I left the full conversation with the tech guy in a video, which you'll see tomorrow. And that's the update that I have, is the giveaway contest is going to end tomorrow, because tomorrow evening I am releasing the Moparty video. And so before I release it, I will close off the comments and make note of everything that people did comment, because I think when I close the comments, they kind of disappear. You can't see them anymore. So I'm going to do a screen recording to capture what it is, so no one can go in and change anything after the fact. And then I am going to do a live premiere of my Moparty video. Don't have the exact time, but it will be posted as soon as I get my final touch-ups done and the thumbnail. I'll announce the time that we do live premiere, but right now it's going to be somewhere between 5 and 7 p.m. Central Time, since I'm in Texas. And we can watch together the answer to what was not complying on my car. And then next week I'm going to be out of town. So maybe after, I might do another live to talk to you guys about coming up with a solution for picking the winner. Because the only thing I will say is there are some answers that could technically be right, but are a little bit vague. In addition to other answers that are either fully correct or not correct, which I'm not telling you if anybody did guess 100% or not. Oh, my bud. Oh, really? You're going? Of course you're going. Oh, yeah, another thing. Sorry, that's the... Did anybody throw something in the chat here? Let's see. VA Rocker. I was just talking about that. Let me get to that in just a second. So, yeah, back to the giveaway. I think I said everything I had to say on that. It's going to be over. Really, dude? I'm about to drop a F-bomb right now on these people. Yeah, this guy just cut in front of me going really slow. Are we connected? Okay, I think we're connected. We only got 6 of you in chat, but if somebody can give me a quick thumbs up so I can answer you via Rocker, in case you didn't hear, because the reconnect thing. Yes, I'm going to be in Orlando. The dates work out perfect to match up with line up with spring break, so I'm going to turn the Orlando race into a week-long family vacation where I race first, and then I just hang out in Orlando, spend a week there with the family. So I will be there, and no matter what happens in Orlando, I plan on being in Detroit in August. I do not want to miss that again. I missed it this past August, and I need to restock up on my Better Made barbecue chips and my Kowalski hot dogs and my National Coney Island chili and a few other Michigan, Detroit staples that I miss from back in the day when I lived there. So yeah, so no matter what happens in Orlando, I plan on being in the Detroit Hemi Shootout. But depending on what does happen in Orlando, if I do good, not necessarily win. If I win 100%, I'm going to be at the next, I think the next race after that is Rockingham. If I won Orlando, I will definitely be in Rockingham. If I don't win Orlando, depends how good I do. If I do good enough to that it looks like I have still have a good shot being in the points chase, then I may do more races, at least Rockingham, and then just kind of do it like I did in 2022, where with every race, if I'm still in a points chase, then I just go the next one. And I know 22, it was one of those things where I needed Kansas to go good enough to justify going to Detroit. Kansas did good enough to do that, so on Detroit. Then I won Detroit. Oh man, 2022 Detroit Heavy Shootout. That was by far my best race weekend ever. I just won. almost everything. The only thing I didn't win was bracket because my car had a bad shift and gave away a 001 reaction time. Yeah, I still will never forget that. And then, you know, it's one of those things where, like, come Detroit, if I do good enough where I'm still in the points thing, then I'll finish off the season in Maryland. But yeah, I miss the race. I miss hanging out with everybody. And I also been meaning to go one of their parties. They have a party at every race, and I can never make it. The one time I meant to go to a Modern Street Hemi shootout party is Kansas. I was like, I'm gonna get there, and the party was at the track, so it was perfect. So I was staying at the track, and of course I get there at, like, what was it, 7:30 or 8 o'clock, and I guess they decided to shut the gates at 7, even though they had security there, even though there was staff at the gates. They refused to let anybody in that wasn't already in. So I was stuck parked outside the gate at Heartland Raceway Park, Motorsports Park, where I could literally hear the party going on. I could hear it. And I was like, I should be there. But Kansas, that racetrack, solid. They're also on the, like, that racetrack is done because, you know, they say they have tax issues with the county or whatever. But the track management there, they were a-holes. They were absolutely just, and I wasn't the only one that had bad interactions with them. Like, they just suck. That's all there is to it. So, all right, but we need to wrap this up because we've been on for what, 38 minutes minus the couple times that I lost connection. About to be in home. So thanks for driving along with me. You made it a little bit easier, although you guys made it harder too because I'd leave this lights on, because if I didn't have the lights on, that's what you would see. And if I had that one back there off, it'd be even darker. So I don't know how many of you like driving at night with interior lights on. Not to mention, you get that fishbowl feeling so everyone can see what you're doing. But anyway, I'm pulling in my neighborhood right now. So thanks again for hanging out. Again, tomorrow evening, live premiere, Mo Party. Look it up. As soon as I get the thumbnail, I'll have the time of what time it's premiering. It's going to be between 5 and 7 p.m. tomorrow. I'll be in a chat to watch it with you guys. I think it'll be a good video. And we get to find out why I got in trouble by text. So thanks again for hanging out. Appreciate it. Hopefully see you tomorrow.